Thanks to quarantine, I've developed a huge amount of boredom, and I've also developed something we artists like to call art block. And thanks to that, I do not have creativity anymore. It has vanished, it has left this town, it does not longer exist. So I did what any sane person would do, and I hopped into my Instagram stories and I asked my followers, my hundreds and millions of followers, for suggestions. So here they are. First one is from my dear friend Raven, who is probably the only one watching this right now, so hello. And you said, businessman with a mermaid tail. So fun fact, actually this is the one that took me the longest. It took me, I believe, 40 hours to do. This is an edit. I meant minutes, not hours. If it were hours, I would be dead. I used a reference of a nice stock image of a business guy leaning on his chair looking all good and so I used it for this mermaid businessman. Normally I don't use the bucket tool because I like the texture it in my brush has, but sometimes I do get lazy and I use the bucket tool, which is totally fine. One of the things I like to do is change the color of the line art, but just like inside. I don't know how to explain it, but you see the line where the neck and the face connects is another color than just the outline from the sides. So I also really struggled finding out how to make the tail texture because I didn't have a clue how to make it glossy. I wanted it to look like glossy and moist, but it didn't work out. It kind of looks like silk maybe, but it is what it is, you know. I also wanted the chair to look like it was moving, so he was like leaning back and the chair was like, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I think it kind of worked out. I've never used the blur tool before, so it was really fun to make a moving chair. And I did some waves behind because he's from the sea, but he also does business, so he has a graph behind him, and that's it. That's the drawing. Next, we have snails. And let me tell you something about snails. Snails are kind of cute if you think about it. Some people may say, snails are ugly, they eat the fruit in my yard, but like, if you think about it, they're really cute. They're small, and they have like this little house in their back. I've never drawn insects before too, so they're very cartoon-ish in this, but it was fun, and snails are very cute. Okay, this might sound like a weird change of pace, but I just remembered when I was little and there were snails in my backyard, and my parents wanted to get rid of them because they were eating all the fruit and vegetables. They used to do like a salt circle, like there were some kind of demons, and if the snails went on the salt, they will turn all bubbly and then die, which isn't cute. Okay, now we're going through the final touches. I'm making a background, like a garden background. Here's the white outline. I wanted to make some grass. So there's the grass. Here it's me trying to make a design, then going for leaves, then forgetting about it, then putting on a filter, and there it is. These are the snails, which in this drawing they are very much alive. Alright, so next up I drew deeper pines, so I could go on to talk about my Gravity Falls phase that I had when I was around middle school, but I won't because I don't want to get into that. I just realized that that made me sound like I was doing some weird shit. No, I wasn't. It was just that I was really really obsessed, like an unhealthy amount of obsessed. So we just leave that in the past where it belongs, and we do not touch it, and we do not look at it. That's why. Other than that, it was really fun to draw. I had never drawn him before or anything Gravity Falls related, as in fan art, so it was really fun. Also, I may sound a bit weird. That's because I'm kind of sick. Not with the COVID, no, none of that. I just haven't been taking care of myself lately. Again, I've run out of drawing commentary, so now I will talk about anything. So I logged into my business email the other day, which I haven't done in a long, long time. There were a lot of spam emails, and I got this one from an account that wanted me to pay in order for them to repost a picture of mine. So it was really weird, and they gave me the prices in dollars. It was like one picture $36, seven pictures $149, something like that. So it was weird. So there's the finished product. I really like the background. Okay, next. Next up, we have tomatoes. So with the tomatoes, I could have gone for like just a red circle and then done, but I don't know, I had nothing else to do, so I was like, hey, let's make them realistic, which is really weird for me because my style isn't realistic at all. So it was really fun. It took me some time, but it wasn't the one that took me the longest. And prior to that, I've never drawn vegetables, I think. So try new things. That's the lesson. That's the lesson I'm giving you today for free. Maybe next time I'll charge. Okay, time to go off topic again. I'm upset because my Wii broke. I I recently found my Wii Sports Resort DVD, right? So it wasn't working. So I looked up how to fix it and I tried. I was all day cleaning it. So I went online and I bought a new one. And it got here and I got to play 3 days. 3! And then my Wii started to get serious health issues and then it died. I'm not happy. So if anyone has a free Wii, feel free to give it to me. I'll gladly receive one. Okay, thank you. Anyway, with the tomatoes, I was kind of struggling to figure out where each color belonged and where to put each highlight. But then it kind of became a pattern, so once I had the first one figured out, it was pretty easy to do the second one and the third one. Also, I kind of regret the background I put into this because it kind of ruined the realism, the semi-realism. And there's the finishing touches. I kind of made a mistake with the silhouette, but that's okay. And here they are. That's the final product and that's the final drawing. If you like the drawings, you're welcome to follow me on Instagram where I post them, and also my Twitter where I'm funnier. Thanks.